The motivation for starting Mendel was very personal. I lost a dear family member to cancer, and shortly after her death, I came across a matching and potentially life-saving clinical trial for her. We just didn't know about it on the right time. With mountains of clinical and research data that we have today, it is insanely hard to find the needle in the haystack. I firmly believe there's something wrong with the way we're practicing medicine today.
Imagine the internet without a search engine. That's the state of medicine today. Clinical data is in a state of chaos. 90% of that data, of patient data, is not queryable. It's trapped in scanned document faxed from one hospital to another and in free text in doctor notes.
Organizing this data and making it easily accessible is a game changer.
At Mendel, we implemented novel algorithms for what we call clinical language understanding. These algorithms can sift through millions of medical records and extract billions of facts. It can build a digital story for the medical history of a patient across millions of patients. And now this knowledge base can be queried in plain English and results will pop up in milliseconds.
Mendel is an exchange of real-time data between pharma companies and research sites. We install a hardware behind the firewall of these research sites, and once this is done, our AI kicks in and creates a digital story of each single patient there. It's a story that is continuously updated in real time, and there's two versions of it. A de-identified version that allows pharma companies to query the site and better decide whether it's a good fit for their protocol or not. It also allows them to find answers in real-world data and find evidence for things like comparative analysis, for instance. On the other side, the identified version of it is used by the hospital to select patients who are eligible for pre-screening in real time and also decide which trials they should attract and activate and which trials they should avoid because simply they don't have patients and their patient population is not fitting for it.
Currently, state-of-the-art technologies fail to perform as we would hope on clinical data. For example, character recognition systems miss one word in 4, and that amounts to billions of words lost and incomplete context in any given hospital system. Technologies must be custom-tailored to the complexity of clinical data.
In medicine, mistakes are not tolerated. We have a team of in-house physicians to validate the outcomes of our technology. It has to pass a very high threshold to be used by doctors, nurses, and pharma companies. I believe our secret sauce is combining machine precision with human intuition to accelerate the process of clinical research and the applications of real-world data.
At Mendel, the security of patient data is the highest priority. Our technologies and infrastructure is HIPAA compliant, our team is HIPAA trained, and in addition to our cloud offerings, we offer a Mendel box that sits inside the walls of a hospital behind their firewall, and patient data will never leave the hospital.
I believe in my medical practice, I would have probably worked with hundreds, maybe thousands of patients. At Mendel, I have the opportunity to work with millions of patients and save more lives.